Back again, guys, with another tutorial. This is an old school project, one of my really old ones, but it's remastered. This is the Bugdroid RA-7, one of my favorite designs. And there's nothing in this kit that's 3D printed. This is truly old school, sculpted in clay, a majorly vintage piece. So I am going to put this kit together on video. This is a very simple kit. There's not very many parts. You've got your head shell. This is hollow cast inside. We have a separate visor that's going to be trimmed and used as a replacement for that. The reason I do that is you can make this a different color. For this tutorial, this will be a chrome head, black visor. We've got our little medallion inset, little detail piece that goes here. We have a back plate for the back of the head. We have a forehead medallion that's two parts. It's this laser cut piece, another laser cut piece that goes on top of it, and they live right on his forehead. A couple of neck bolts, tusks. These two guys are his tusks, his antenna, and two details that go to the back of the head. And as an addition, I've got a replacement lip piece. When I sculpted this, I didn't really have a whole lot of reference to go on. So this lip is, it's fine as it is, but this is an extension for his lip. So in this tutorial, I'll be installing that. We're going to be chroming this head using gloss black automotive paint and Alumaluster. I'm using a sanding board and sanding sponges to clean these pieces. These come to you pre-trimmed, so there's really not a whole lot to do. You may need to do a little bit of cleanup on these edges. But mostly, these come pretty much ready to paint. I'll be gluing this laser cut disc into the center of that forehead medallion. I'm going to trim out this visor with these shears. This is a really easy job to do. And around the bridge of the nose here, this little curvy part, I'm going to use a Dremel to get into there a little bit more precisely. But I'm going to take most of this meat out, just like this. Here is the head at this point. I've got the neck area trimmed out nice. I've got a layer of Bondo across the seam line. And now it's sanding this down with a sanding sponge to get it nice and smooth, ready for paint. I have this back panel that's going on a little bit later, so you don't have to go too crazy with the seam line on this area, because this lives here. Okay, you can see I've done some sanding. So here's where the Bondo kind of hung on onto that seam line, and sanded the snout a little bit, under the chin, hung on a little bit. So I am feeling pretty happy about this. I'm going to start gluing on some details. First thing will be this forehead medallion. There's a little indication of a circle. You can see it in the sculpture there. So that medallion glues right to the center. There is this detail piece that glues on at an angle about like that. And I will be adding the optional lip, just to make that lip protrude out a little bit more. It's this laser cut piece here. And I'm going to glue this here. It angles downward ever so slightly, and I'll epoxy that in place and then fill in any kind of gaps with Magic Sculpt. Here's how the head looks at the moment. I did it off camera, but there's neck bolts here on both sides, there and there. This one is going to have a little hole in a big antenna rod. Will be sticking out of there. But anyways, here is our Bugdroid. I'm going to be using Abe's epoxy sculpt to backfill the bottom of that lip a tiny bit, close up this gap tiny bit on these edges. That'll be really easy with a little sculpting tool. Then I'll primer that and clean it up if necessary, and we will be ready to paint that. I'm going to coat the seam line all the way across this with primer just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm sure there's just a little bit more cleanup I need to do. So I just want to give this a nice finish polish. There we go. And I can see that I need to do a little bit of fine sanding here, a little bit of cleanup here. I'm going to drill these 9 forehead holes all the way through. This is a rotocast piece, so it'll be really easy to go all the way through. I also drilled a hole into this neck bolt that will allow us to insert the antenna. I have my visor mounted to this stick with some double stick tape, and I'm just going to base coat this in black using a standard rattle can flat black, just to give it a nice little base coat for our 2K clear. This back panel I have mounted on a copper rod, and again I'm just using a very standard rattle can black for its base coat. For today's tutorial we're using this Hvlp gun. This is a touch-up gun. These are $14 at Harbor Freight. I picked that one up yesterday. I have a water trap. These are about $5 I think at Harbor Freight also. So you want to make sure you use a fresh water trap each time you do paint. This is another airbrush I got. This is a more of a higher volume Hvlp gun. Amazing to use. I think today we're sticking with the smaller touch-up gun. And then for doing your 2K top coat, clear coat, making your parts glossy, Amazon.com. There's a couple different brands you can use, but I really like this one. Acme Finish. This is FC720, and there's a medium hardener I'm using, FH612. So there you go. And then for doing our chroming, Alumaluster, my favorite. All right, let me get to work and show you these techniques. 2K clear coat. Here is a Bugdroid that has not been 2K top coated, and here is the one that I top coated. This has been drying for almost a day. I'm ready to apply the Alumaluster. Let's get to it. Look at that, you guys. You just can't beat this. Guys, if that doesn't look like chromed metal, I don't know what does. So, really happy with that result. Look at this guy. Absolutely awesome. Alright, let's go ahead for final assembly. This back panel glues straight onto the center along this bottom ridge. That's that bottom ridge. So just get those lined up like this. There's two tiny little tusk pieces, and those glue right onto that little flat spot here on both sides. The visor, of course, super glues into place, or hot glue. These two little greebly guys. This guy, right in the center, lives there, and this guy right behind him. And finally, there's an antenna. We made a hole for it earlier, right there, and he orients at about this position here. I almost forgot one last little detail. These washers glue onto those neck bolts. Okay, here it is. The details are in place. The back panel is in place. The tusks are in place. We can polish this with the lint-free rag. And that is a 3-day build, mostly waiting for the paint to dry, of the RA-7 Bugdroid. I've got many hundreds of tutorial videos on my YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe if you'd like to be notified of future content, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.